Hey y'all, let's do some boho box braids. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am Velitra and this is Velartistry Hair Reviews. So y'all, today I'm going to be doing some boho knotless plaits or box braids, and I'm just going to show you guys how I do this. And I showed you guys the hair that I'm using for this, and now I'm just going to separate the hair, and I start by separating them in half and then half and half and half. So these are going to be medium size or medium, whichever you think, whatever. But we're using some hair that's just on the track, you guys, and I'm having her cut the hair off the track to add into the plaits and hand them to me. So her part, she wanted them to be kind of big because she does not like the hair to be really full. So I'm just parting the bottom part and I'm moisturizing her hair. So you guys, make sure that you do not plait your hair or do any style without adding moisturizer to the hair. This will prevent breakage. So I'm just going to show you all how I get started. And with mine, I am adding the hair in starting off, and of course you're going to separate each amount of hair for each plait into little pieces so that you can gradually add these pieces in. So it's not the big old school bump that's in the very beginning of the braid, but it gradually gets thicker and then it gets thinner at the end as you use the hair. So I'm just adding it in, and I'm actually using some braiding gel. I'm not sure if I recorded the one that I've used, but I'm going to look for the name, and I will link everything that I use in the description bar below. And if you want to pick up these products to duplicate this style, you can. But I'm just adding the braiding gel to it, and it really just helps to keep everything tight and neat. And it actually really helped me to add the braiding gel to actually the tips of the curly hair that we're adding in. I don't remember the curl of this. This might be like a deep wave or something like that, but it is actual human hair, and we just cut it off the track. So you can use virgin hair for this. You can use human hair. You can use synthetic hair. You can really use any type of loose curl hair you want. But just so that you know, the synthetic hair is going to be something that is going to be tangled, and it is going to get frizzy faster, and you are going to have to detangle and deal with that. But this human hair, it should not tangle or anything like that unless you use way too much hair. So as I'm plaiting down, I'm literally just adding in the curly hair just how I added in the braiding hair at the top. And this is what the first one looks like, and I'm just going to show you guys again up close. If you're not very familiar with how to do this, or you're just trying to teach yourself how to do it, you definitely can. It's very easy. It's just like braiding on the scalp. So here you will see me separating the hair that I determined to go in this one plait, and then I'm breaking it up into 3 pieces. Sometimes I break it up into 4 pieces. It just depends. So now I'm adding a piece here. And I always add a piece to the thinnest one, so if that makes sense. So when you spread the hair into 3 and you start braiding and you add on, you always add hair to the one that doesn't have hair or to the thinnest piece, and then you will notice that your plait will even out. And that's how it is even. You don't have like a couple of your strands thick and a couple of them thin. You just need to make sure that the hair is distributed evenly to make an even plait, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. But once again, I am adding that braiding gel, and it's just helping the braids be tighter. When you get this hair, it is loose, it is no product, it is airy. So just how it gets all over your house because it's weightless, it's the same way when you're braiding. It's a little harder if you don't have tight tension when you're plaiting or braiding to hold this hair together. So it makes it a little bit easier if you're a beginner, or even if you are a professional braider, to go ahead and get the hair to stay. Some hair is more slippery than others, and I noticed that it helped out a lot with keeping that curly hair together, so it's easy to grip it and it's easy to add it in. So this is just what I'm doing. I'm adding it in here and there. We don't want it to be too full, but this is what it looks like with a good amount of the back finished, and the hair looks a little dull right now, but yeah. So with hers, I'm not adding the edge control, or I'm not adding the styling gel to her scalp, because she does not want a lot of product buildup, and she doesn't want the flakiness that you see sometimes when people have knotless and things like that. She doesn't want super sharp parts or anything like that. She likes her hair to look a little bit more natural. So I'm adding oil to her scalp, and I'm actually adding oil to her hair as well. And so as you can see, I'm doing the brick pattern for her braids. Like I said, she does want them spaced out, so I am spacing them. I'm not making these small. We're doing like a medium size, and she did want her parting a little bit bigger so that it's not a full head of hair that's going to be hard for her to manage. So as you can see, I'm starting off the braid. I'm adding a little bit of the hair to it, and now to the hair that doesn't have extended hair, I'm adding to it, and I'm going to plait down. So I'm going to plait down a little bit, and you will see that I will add more hair to it as well. So this is really easy to do. It just takes some time because you have to keep stopping and adding the hair. So knotless braids, I really don't prefer them, but I mean, I usually do small knot plaits, but she wanted knotless, so that's what we did. And so now I'm adding the curly hair, and I'm adding it in just like I add in the regular braiding hair. The thing with this is you can plait down a couple times and then you can let the hair go, or you can just add it in and keep going. And I think it will secure it a little bit more if you braid the plait down and then pull out the curly hair. I mean, if that makes sense to you. If you're a braider, you understand what I'm saying. But if not, then you will just have to practice and get the gist and figure out what works for you, really. So to each of these plaits, I added maybe 3 or 4 to each of them, and I started them all midway down. So now that we're up at the top, this will be the last time that I show you guys how I do it up close, and I'm just adding the braiding gel to the base of her braid, or the part that I'm working on. And then I'm going to start off the plait with her natural hair, section it into 3, and here's where I'm going to add extensions here. And now I'm going to do 1 plait loop, and I'm going to add hair here because I didn't add hair before. So now this will make it even. Now that I plait down, it will be extensions on each part of all the 3 parts of her hair that I started with. And now I'm going to add another piece here, and you have to add small pieces so that you can't detect where you added them on, and it will gradually get thicker as you add the pieces. Now if you add a big piece here, you're going to be able to clearly see where you added it at, so that's why you want to make sure those pieces are small pieces that you add on. And then where her hair ends, or where we're adding hair like that curly hair, I always add the braiding gel to make the hair more sleek and to have it to blend in. So with this hair I just added, I added the braiding gel to the tip of it so that it will blend in and it won't have those sticky flyaway pieces that just won't go down from us cutting it off of the track. It will blend right in. As you can see, that piece sticking out there, I ended up having to cut that off because that piece didn't blend. But if you put the braiding gel on there, it will blend right in. So you can go ahead and add that curly hair, add the braiding gel, and braid it on down, and everything will be sleek and everything will be smooth. So with any plaits or these plaits, to make them look uniform and to make them look neat, you literally have to keep the same pressure or tension or tightness as you're plaiting them. And that's what makes them look so neat and so uniform, because they all have the same tension when you're braiding them down. So this is what her hair looks like completely finished, you guys. It took us a very long time. I really didn't count how long it took, but it took a very long time. So this is what it looks like. Looks really good. So now the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is steam her hair. So this is going to loosen up her plaits and it's going to make it easier for her to put it in a ponytail. It's not going to be stiff. It's going to have body. It actually is going to tighten up each of those plaits as well and seal in that human hair that we added in. So always steam your hair if you can. We didn't dip it. I just went through. You need to go through every row and steam the hair. Steam it from the top to the bottom. So this is what her hair looks like, you guys. She super loved it. She is really retarded. This is my younger sister, and yeah, this is what it's looking like in the back. She can pull it up, not too thick, very clean parting, and that's it. All right, y'all, leave me a comment down below if you like the video. Thank you for watching.